Hey, it's Chelsea and welcome back to the Madcap Makings YouTube channel. So I have a lot of yarn and I've quickly been running out of space to put it all, especially after my last order from Joann's. I got a ton of new blanket yarn and I just filmed a video showing everything I got, so I'll put a link to that video below. Anyways, I was looking for yarn storage ideas on Pinterest and I saw a few of these yarn walls and I really like the way that they look, so I decided to make one. It was pretty easy and affordable, so now I'm going to show you how you can make one for yourself. So first we're just going to go over all the materials we need to make this project. First you need a pegboard. I got this one at Lowe's for around $12. It is 4 feet wide by 2 feet and the holes are 1/4 inch. The next thing I got was spray paint. Obviously looking at it you can tell that you don't really see much of the pegboard, so I would say that this step is optional. You're going to want to use a level to make sure that it is straight. The next things you'll need are a 1/4 inch drill bit and a drill, and that's going to be used to pre-drill holes for our mounting hardware. And I used this. It comes with 6 screws and 6 anchors, and I'll be sure to leave a link to this and everything else below. And this is for a 5/16 screw. You're going to want to make sure that the screws are slightly bigger than the holes in your pegboard so that they won't just slide right through. You're also going to need a hammer to put the anchors in and then a screwdriver to put the screws in. I got these pegs off of Amazon. They are 2 inches long so that you can't see them when you put the yarn on them. And I got 100 of them for $20. I also got this yarn winder off of Amazon. It's a little small, but I didn't have any trouble doing what I needed it to do. And then the last thing that you're going to need is yarn. So now I'm going to show you step by step on how to make this DIY yarn wall. So the first thing I did was take the pegboard outside and lay it down on some cardboard to spray paint it. At first I had some difficulty because it was kind of windy, or I don't know, maybe I'm just not that very good at spray painting. But I got this color called Marigold with a gloss finish and I just found it at Walmart. I actually ended up using 2 cans of spray paint to get it completely covered. But honestly, I think that if I were going to do this project again, I would just use 1 can and make sure I got the outside perimeter completely covered, and then just fill in whatever I had left in the middle, since most of it is going to be covered up with yarn anyways. So the next part I actually forgot to film, but you're just going to want to get someone to help you put the pegboard up on the wall where you want to hang it, and make sure to use the level so that it is straight. And then you're just going to want to mark holes in each of these corners so that you know where to pre-drill the holes at. So the next step is to get your drill and your 1/4 inch drill bit, and you're going to want to pre-drill holes in each of the 4 corners. At first, I had thought about putting an additional screw in the center of the pegboard, but I changed my mind because it's not really necessary considering that we're going to have the anchors in there and there's not going to be anything very heavy on the pegboard. Next, we're just going to take our hammer and hammer the anchors into the pre-drilled holes that we made. After that, you're going to want to get someone to help you hold up the pegboard so that you can put the screws into the anchor with your screwdriver. On this step, it's really important not to tighten the screws too much so that there will be space behind the pegboard to put the pegs into. Here is all the yarn I have that I need to wind up into cakes. It's a lot. I know it looks like a mess because it is. This will probably take me a while to do, but I'm going to try to just do a little bit each day until I get it all done. I put my yarn winder on this table that's small and lightweight, so that way I can just take it with me if I want to go wind yarn on the couch or something, and hopefully that will help me to be able to get this done faster. So this is what my setup looked like. I was just sitting on the couch, winding yarn and watching movies. This step of the project definitely took the longest. Like, I probably spent a whole day just sitting there winding yarn. I was planning on just doing a little bit each day, but I kind of wanted to get it over with. If I was going to do this not for a video, I definitely wouldn't have just done it all at once. It would be cool just to add a little bit at a time. Here you can see all of the cakes of yarn that I winded, and this is the pegboard hanging up on the wall in my room. And now I am just trying to decide exactly how I want to arrange all the yarn on the pegboard. So as you just saw, that is what the completed yarn mold looks like. I think it turned out really well, and I'm really glad that I did this project. I wasn't able to fit all of the yarn up on the pegboard, but I don't really have enough to do a whole nother pegboard, so I'm just gonna have to find some other place to store that yarn. And I'm working on a video right now going over all of my yarn storage and organization, so look out for that one. Also, speaking of videos I'm working on, lately some people have requested crochet tutorials, so I'm going to be working on getting some of those out in the next couple of weeks, so also look out for those. Thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I will see you in the next video.